Welcome to a rather special episode of Fully Charged, this time coming from a Renault Zoe. This is a Renault Zoe. We're in the middle of Coventry. There's a big crowd of people in front of us because we are just about to go onto a circuit at the Coventry Moto Fest. And I'm here with Llewellyn, who has done the work on this car, because this isn't a standard Renault Zoe. I think it's fair to say that. This, as you can tell by our get-up, this is definitely a rally version. As you might be able to hear, there's some rally cars zipping around the track at the moment, all sorts of different vehicles here, mostly very noisy, aggressive ones. But this one is a quiet, aggressive one. But this is really just done then, you've only just finished it?
Yes, literally just came out of the workshop on Thursday, then we got the graphics on, so finished 1:30 on Friday morning, got the car up here.
Really that?
Yeah, so this is the first time it's actually seen tarmac.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is essentially underneath it all, it's a standard Renault Zoe.
Yes, absolutely.
But you've
standard.
stripped out a hell of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But amazing, the roll cage is really impressive.
Yes.
Burning rubber going on there.
Yeah, I mean, we literally stripped everything right out down to the shell, welded the roll cage in, resprayed everything inside, and put it all back together again.
Wow.
And we had to cut sections out of the dashboard.
It's really nicely done. I mean, it's actually very, very slick.
Yeah.
So the idea behind this then is that what you've done this for is for young people. It's really more aimed at young people having a go at rallying.
Yeah, I mean, the Junior Rally Championship is for 14 to 17-year-olds, so it's a really good first step into the sport.
Yeah.
And we thought, why not try electric cars? Our inspiration was really the Tesla, the Tesla Roadster, and we thought electric technology has now come to the point where it's a performance technology.
Yeah.
And with the amount of torque that's available from the electric motors, we thought, well, competitions and rallying is all about torque. So it's
not really so much about top speed, is it? It's more about acceleration and.
Yeah, I mean, when you're doing 120 miles an hour in a forest, you're really looking for an excuse to slow down.
Yes. So I'm wondering, so there's really absolutely no modification then to the running gear, to the battery, to the motor?
No, not at the moment. What we wanted to do is to get some baseline figures.
Yeah.
So then when we do look at tweaking it a bit, then we'll find whether we're making improvements or not.
Right. And are the wheels and tyres different? Is that slightly different?
Wheels, competition tyres. We've also got competition suspension as well, so it handles better. So not as quick as a Tesla, but maybe handle better.
Yeah. So a lot of the other vehicles here are actual sort of, kosher rallying car. These are obviously performance rally cars that we're seeing here.
Well, Josh, who competes there in the Peugeot 107, I sit alongside him in the Junior Championship.
Right. So is that how it works then? You'll have a young driver, but then the co-driver is...
It has to be an experienced competitor.
Right.
Yeah. They're not allowed to have competitive dads next to them.
Right. Oh, right, that's a good idea. So it's not their own parents.
No, they're not allowed to,
That's a very good idea. Here you go. 4, 3, 2, 1, floor it. Whoa! That is fantastic. Actually, I would say, from my memory of the Renault Zoe, that's considerably faster acceleration than they normally get.
Well, hopefully it's a bit lighter.
Yeah.
Right, we've got the chicane in here somewhere. The brakes are quite good too.
Yeah. It's fast. That's proper. Wow, that is really impressive. My goodness me. So also, I think if you did that on regular Renault Zoe road tyres, you would be sliding about. You can really feel the grip. Lord above. There's a big concrete thing. I'm glad you're missing that.
Yeah,
that's very handy. Wow, that is amazing. That is extraordinary. Goodness me. And then round there. Oh,
handbrake.
Well done. Because it'll be really interesting. You'll find out what happens, because presumably when you're hammering a car like this, it certainly wasn't built as a performance vehicle.
That's right.
The strain you're putting on the battery in that sort of short term is going to make quite a big difference. I mean, that's very good. Well done.
Well, that's quite a deep one.
Yeah, that is.
This sideways.
Yeah. Wow. Well done.
How was that? Not bad. Not bad for a first run.
And is that the first time you've really driven it with any ability to give it some welling?
Yeah, I mean, I do actually compete myself.
I can sort of tell. I wasn't questioning your overall skill levels. Wow. No, that is really amazing. Man.
I mean, as well with rallying, a lot of the crashes happen when you miss a gear. And you haven't got the power to get you through a corner.
Yeah.
Because you're so dependent on the power being on through a corner.
Oh, I see. So if you mess that up, you then lose control of the vehicle.
Yeah, because in rally you literally steer the car on the power.
Yes. Yeah.
So you want to get into the apex, you power in. But if you come off the throttle, you come a bit wider.
Right.
But if you miss a gear, you can drift wider.
You can hit a tree or something.
And you'll go off backwards, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And of course, you can't stall the engine. Where on gravel, when you're braking really hard, you've got the chance of stalling the engine and then coming into a corner with no power. So we're not going to have that problem either.
Yeah. So, I mean, that is great as well, because you sort of think, oh, yeah, let a teenager drive a Renault Zoe because that's really slow and they won't get... No, you could get in some serious trouble with this car. I mean, you're going fast enough to get in a right pickle, aren't you? So.
Definitely, yeah.
So we're now in I love this, we're in a racing car queue, because we were in so many queues to get in, because just to explain, the Coventry Moto Fest, I think, does have an impact on transportation in the city.
Yes.
We came the most circuitous route you could possibly think to get, because basically the ring road has been closed off, or half of it, hasn't it?
That's right, yeah. It's the southern half of the ring road.
Yeah.
It's now become a motor racing circuit.
It's just mad, isn't it? I'm amazed that they got permission to do it. It's clearly very popular. There's a hell of a lot of people here watching. So.
Well, there was 100,000 people turned up last year, and they're thinking this year it should be at least 120,000.
Wow.
And I think as we got reasonably good weather this year,
Yes, yeah.
it could even be more than that.
Yeah. This is just a Renault Zoe, but actually it makes it go round corners like you wouldn't believe. It's bloody terrifying. Here we go again. That start is fantastic. Yeah. I'm going to try and keep an eye on the speed now. We're doing 65, my count to what is effectively 68, 69, 70, and now we're doing... Oh, it's going mad. Ah! Whoa! It's amazing. We were approaching at a wall at nearly 70 miles an hour, and then we oh my God, fathers!
Flat out.
It's actually more, I was less frightened last time because I didn't know what was coming. God, it grips amazingly well, though, doesn't it? It really is impressive. Because the tyres are, I was saying barely squeaking. They did a bit then, but I mean, really, they're very soft.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because it's that bit now that you then realise, oh God, a Tesla would pull out of that at such a terrifying speed.
Yeah.
It's that sort of, it's a real thump in the back.
But I think for the juniors, it's got really...
This is perfect. This is so good for them.
Flick it! Whoa, come on, steer. Power, come on.
You recovered that beautifully.